Hey everybody, let's spin this wheel and find out what I'm reviewing next. Could be a game, could be, I don't know, Satan's nose hairs? Probably not. Oh, Glass Masquerade. Alright. I am ready and prepared to disappoint all of you. And so I will see you when the game is ready to play. Alright everybody, so Glass Masquerade. This is the game we're looking at. And it is a puzzle game, obviously. This is what's going on here. And if you have caught my early reviews of things, you know that puzzle is not a style of game that I particularly enjoy. And, honestly, it works backwards for me. And this is why I don't like it. Apologies to those who do, which would include my wife. That's right. My wife loves puzzle games. She's very good at them. She's very good at jigsaw puzzles, much better than I am. And yeah, the thing about puzzles is that they make me feel stupid. Whereas for other people who enjoy them, it makes them feel smart when they figure it out. But even when I figure it out, and this is probably because I'm too hard on myself usually, but they make me feel stupid because no matter how quickly I solve it, I always feel like I should have solved it sooner. The only type of puzzle, and this is the one exception, you know those sliding puzzles where it's a little flat board with interlocking pieces that slide, and a lot of times it's numbers 1 to 15 because there's that open spot so that you can slide it around. I'm ridiculously good at those for some reason. I've never, done anything to be particularly good at them. I just am. Other types of puzzles, it's not my jam. It's not my vibe. It's not what I like doing. Makes me feel dumb. And so, that being the case, how am I going to feel about a game like this? Because as you can see, this is, based in Art Deco, clock design from around the world. I don't believe these are based on any actual clocks. I could be wrong. I am willing to be proven wrong. But yeah, most people playing this game would say, oh, it's a relaxing, calm, the music's very chill. But to me, the ticking of the clock makes me feel like I'm super slow. And the fact that all of the pieces are rotated as they would be with a jigsaw puzzle, I have a hard time with that kind of spatial reasoning. And so that's another reason why it makes me feel dumb. And so I don't enjoy it as much as other people would. So just know that. Just be aware that is where I'm coming from. But let's talk about the positives, because this game on Steam is overwhelmingly positively rated. Has 4,500 reviews, overwhelmingly positive. Because if you like puzzle games, this is exactly the kind of thing you're looking for. It's a new twist on an old concept, and it is executed beautifully, and the atmosphere is exactly perfectly right. It hits a very unified, if you're looking at it from a graphic designer's eye, which my wife is a graphic designer, teaches graphic design, so I have been trained in the ways of looking at the world in that way. It's designed well. It has a unity of concept that you can see throughout the entire game. Everything has this similar art style, and if you like this sort of, Art Deco stained glass look, then this is exactly up your alley. But yeah, for me, it makes me feel stupid and makes me feel anxious with the ticking of the clock. So yeah, this is kind of timely that this came up because Glass Masquerade 3 just came out. There's a Glass Masquerade 2 and a Glass Masquerade 3. Because why wouldn't you? Why wouldn't you? When people love this game as much as they do, Glass Masquerade, the first one here, sells on Steam for $4.99. There are a bajillion DLCs for it. So many DLCs, because this is an easy game to make DLC for. Why would you not just have a bajillion DLCs for it? Yeah, so Glass Masquerade, when it goes on sale, it is as cheap as $1.24. More commonly, it is $1.49 when it goes on sale, but it can be had for relatively cheap. And it just has a lot of game here if this is the type of game that you like. For me, it drives me crazy nutso bananas because I'm holding pieces and I have no idea where they go or what they do. I guarantee you my wife would love this game. It just, cash money guaranteed, she would love this game. As for me, no, not as much. Not as much. But I can recognize the quality, and that is the thing. I recognize the quality of the game, even though it's not a genre that I particularly enjoy, because they're, like, going back to the very existence of this channel exists because I have entirely too many Steam games, the vast majority of which were purchased for me by Russian hackers once upon a time, when they took over my Steam account because I wasn't using it very much at the time. I had a Steam account because I bought the orange box, like a physical copy of the orange box, and then I played Half-Life 2 so many times that I needed to give it a rest for a while. I love that game. It's one of the best games ever made, and I don't think there are very many people who are going to argue with me on that point. It just is fantastic. And so when I came back to my account, and it was a chore getting my account unlocked. What ended up happening, some of you may know this story, I had to send Steam a picture of myself holding the orange box with the serial number shown in picture in order for them to be like, oh, that is you. You are the person who owns this account. And I was like, yeah, who else would I be? But when I got my account unlocked, all 600 some odd games that the Russian hackers had purchased, the vast majority of which they purchased so that they could do auto-achiever stuff, that's what I had. And some of the games that are auto-achiever games, some of the games they were auto-achieving are actually really good games. And some of them not so much. And some of them are like this one here, where it's obviously a game of quality. It's obviously something that people who enjoy this sort of gameplay are going to really, really love. There's a reason why there is a part 2 and a part 3 and like a cajillion DLCs for each of those parts for every single one of these games. So, if you are looking at this gameplay and you are thinking to yourself, first of all, this moron does not know how to play this game. Obviously. Like, I am conceding that point. But if you're looking at this and you're thinking, gee, I know where to put those pieces when he doesn't, I think I would really like this. I think this would be really nice and relaxing and fun. Yeah, absolutely. Go ahead. Get it. It's for you. It's not for me. It is absolutely not for me. So yeah, I don't think there's much more I can say about it than that. It's obvious quality. It is, it is very easy to pick up and understand what it is that you're supposed to do. It is considerably more difficult to do it and do it well and do it in a way in which you don't feel hassled and frazzled and like you are consistently losing, which is how I feel. But if this looks like it's your sort of a game, definitely 100% get it. If this looks like it's your sort of a game, you probably already heard of it and you probably already own a copy. Anyway, let me pause this and we'll put a final score on it, and then that will be that. So, final score wise on the Glass Masquerade, I'm going a bit lower than people would expect to reflect my own dislike of this entire genre. Apologies to everyone who enjoys it, including my wife. But I am giving it at least a decent score, which is a 7 out of a possible 10 very normal stained glass images. Don't worry, it's his sister. Anyway. So, if you get that reference, you get that reference. If you don't, you don't. I have seen enough of that show to get that reference. I need to see the rest of it. I'm going to tell you that right now. Anyway, but yes, ladies and gentlemen, this is a high-quality puzzle game, the likes of which I personally don't enjoy. But if you like it, if this is your cup of tea, if this is your bag, please feel free to have it and let it be your bag. Anyway, people, that will do it for this one. I will see you in the next one. Okay, bye.